Hi, this is Kim Reads Urantia. How are you doing today? I'm going to read to you from the Urantia book. First, we're going to read Light the Flame by Andrew Harvey. And this is October 2nd. The reading is from Rumi. Of course, you'll know Rumi is a Persian poet, 13th century. He lived from 1207 to 1273. Of course, you'd think that's the 12th century, but it's actually the 13th century. You know how all that goes, right? So, yeah, he's a very famous poet. Okay. So many blessings, Lord. Make me vast enough to receive them. Help me harvest the golden fields they have burnished with rain. So, just today, somebody I haven't heard from, well, in a long time, you know, called me or let me know that they got married and they're having a baby, and that's amazing. But I'm sitting here thinking, okay, what do you want from me? Or what do you why are you calling me? I haven't talked to you for like, some, 5 years or some lot of years. And but we're like on casual terms, but I guess I'm not. I guess where I'm going with this is that I'm not. This is a gift. This person is thinking of me during this special time, and I shouldn't be. I should be more gracious about that instead of cynical. And this is a person who I've known since his childhood, and has been kind of like what I'd call a troublemaker. And okay, so that they're growing up, ready to have a family. That's like, the first thing that goes through my head is, well, I don't know if that's a good thing. Okay, but here is asking me, this prayer is asking me to be large enough, to be gracious enough, to just be grateful that this person is thinking of me at this time, and it's a happy thing. It's not a but no, here I am. Okay. So anyway, that's kind of where my thoughts are at. So let's expand. I need to be vast enough to receive these blessings. So I need to be gracious. Instead of looking down on this person because you've made a lot of trouble here before, you're probably going to screw this up too. Don't be sarcastic and cynical about that. Just be gracious. That maybe he wants to show me. I mean, I should be. That's important. I guess then I mean something to that person, that they want to show me that they're mature enough to handle this important thing. that means that I've maybe I've made a positive impact on their life, that they're thinking of me in these terms. And instead of undermining that here, which is my instinct to do that, I have to be on my guard against my own cynicism. Okay, so help me be vast enough to receive that. That's a blessing. Okay, so that's just what that's made me think of here. And harvesting the golden fields. So I'm reaping here. I have this opportunity to reap this abundance of this person who's maybe I've been able to influence in a positive way. But instead, I'm looking at this as like, oh my gosh, what are you going to mess up now? You know? Okay, so there you have that. That's where that's taking me. All right. That's where that's taking me. So anyway, I'm going to read from the Urantia book now. We're on section 7 of paper 20, the Paradise Sons of God, the Trinity Teacher Sons. Okay, the Trinity Teacher Sons. These are called the Danals. These highly personal and highly spiritual Paradise Sons are brought into being by the Paradise Trinity. They are known in Habona as the Order of Danals. In Orvanton, they are of record as Trinity Teacher Sons, so named because of their parentage. Now, remember that the Creator Sons represent the Father, the Magisterial Sons represent the Son, and these Danals are representing the Trinity. On Salvington, they are sometimes denominated the Paradise Spiritual Sons. In numbers, the Teacher Sons are constantly increasing. The last universal census broadcast gave the number of these Trinity Sons functioning in the central and super universes as a little more than 21 billion. And this is exclusive of the Paradise Reserves, which include more than 1/3 of all Trinity Teacher Sons in existence. The Danal Order of Sonship is not an organic part of the local or super universe administrations. Its members are neither creators nor retrievers, neither judges nor rulers. They are not so much concerned with universe administration as with moral enlightenment and spiritual development. They are the universal educators, being dedicated to the spiritual awakening and moral guidance of all realms. Their ministry is intimately interrelated with that of the personalities of the Infinite Spirit and is closely associated with the Paradise ascension of creature beings. These sons of the Trinity partake of the combined natures of the three Paradise deities, but in Habona, they seem more to reflect the nature of the Universal Father. In the super universes, they seem to portray the nature of the Eternal Son, while in the local creations, they appear to show forth the character of the Infinite Spirit. Okay, so you got all three working together there. In all universes, they are the embodiment of service and the discretion of wisdom. Okay. Unlike their Paradise brethren, Michaels and Avonals, Trinity's Teacher Sons receive no preliminary training in the central universe. They're dispatched directly to the headquarters of the super universes, and from there are commissioned for service on some local universe. Okay, so they must be born with this wisdom and ready to dispense it. So they're not really trained. It's interesting. Why wouldn't they train them? They just go right to the... Maybe it's that fresh perspective, that thinking out of the box kind of perspective. In their ministry, these evolutionary realms, in their ministry to these evolutionary realms, they utilize the combined spiritual influence of a creator sun and the associated magisterial sons, for the Danels do not possess a spiritual drawing power in and of themselves. So they don't have this supernatural kind of drawing power that the magisterial sons and the creator sons would. In their ministry to these evolutionary realms, they utilize the combined spiritual influence of a creator sun and the magisterial sons. So they have to use that spiritual drawing power because they don't really have that. But everybody has, like, it's part of the spirit circuit, spirit energy. But the creator sun and the magisterial sons are their own little nucleus of spiritual energy, I think. That's an interesting statement. Okay, so the Danel sons have to invoke the names of Jesus or whatever magisterial son is there, is incarnated there. They invoke that. I'm teaching on behalf of this. Okay. So there's a definite, like, break there in the continuity, because these are not as powerful, even though they're very wise. They're teachers and they're Trinity origin beings, but they're not as impressive as the other two. Okay. I wonder how they feel about that. It's okay. They're important. You're important. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, I guess that's all for today. And I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Okay, bye.